Hi there, I'm just going to do a quick video of how to do a fresh install of Windows 11 on a ROG Alloy. I bought this as a refurb and it came with an install of Windows on. I don't usually like using pre-used OS, so the best I could do a cloud backup to reset it, but I prefer to start from a fresh Windows install. So all I've got here is a USB dongle. This is just the power into the dongle, and I've got a USB drive with Windows 11 Pro. So we're going to have to go into the BIOS. Now to do that, you power it on. This is the first time I've done this, by the way. Power it on, and you press plus, keep pressing plus on the volume. And there you go, it's come up. So that's to enter the BIOS. Or I could just do a straight boot into the USB. I'm just going to select the UEFI USB. Hit enter. Hit A even. It's tiny on this screen, but as you can see here, this is the normal Windows installation. I should be able to do it hopefully with just my finger. I haven't got a keyboard installed, I don't think. Have I got a mouse installed? No. Next, install. It's probably easier to add a mouse on at this point, because it is a small screen. Right, this is the normal Windows installation. Click next. I always do custom. So there's some partitions here. I think I'm going to delete them, but you don't necessarily have to if you didn't want to. But I'm confident enough to just delete the stock partitions to give me maximum space. I'm not too bothered. So I'm going to delete all partitions. Delete the system one. So I now have unallocated space, 479 GB. Click new, apply to create a new partition. It's going to create a new partition to install Windows. Click next, OK even, then next. That's repartitioned it. So we've got a system at MSR reserve and the remaining 476. So click next. Now it's now installing Windows.
A few moments later.
You need an internet connection to get past the Windows install, which is so silly. There are ways you can bypass it using command, but I'm going to try to connect my phone just to give it to internet, just so I can set it up. And I've got a cable. I'm going to connect it direct to the cable and try and get this tethered to give it internet connection. I could try and hook it up to my network, but I just want to try this method. So there you go, the internet cable is connected. So it's trying to charge my phone. So I'm going to have to try and tether the connection. I'm going to swipe down on my screen. I'm going to go to mobile hotspot. I'm going to hold that to bring the options up. Yeah, if I go back, then there's USB tethering here, which is a option here. If I click USB tethering, and there you go. It's giving me a connection now using my phone. So I just went to tethering, USB connection. This is on the Android Samsung phone, and there you go. I've now got a connection to enable me to move past this this screen. So I'm going to go next. So obviously I'm going to have to install the AS drivers to get the Wi-Fi connection working. which is not a problem, but it's a shame it doesn't work out the box, but hey. So now it's just the name of the device. So what we're going to call this, I'm going to call it ROG. I'm going to call it ROG. Next. And there you go, it's booting. So the internet connection must have dropped off. I'm just going to reconnect it, USB tethering. So annoying that you need to do this now. Windows 10, you didn't need an internet connection. I could install Windows 10. I've seen some people doing that, but all of the people use tiny Windows 11, or you can get Spectre, which are cut down releases, but I thought I'd just start with a fresh install, fresh clean, standard ISO, and then take it from there. If I want to debloat, I can from there. So it's going to ask me to sign into my Microsoft account, which I do already have. So I'm going to cut the screen now and log in. I've just set a pin for booting into Windows. It makes it a lot easier. Definitely needed. My advice to you, if you're going to do this, is to plug your mouse and keyboard if you can, because it is possible to do on the screen, but it's a little awkward. It's small. You have to use your finger. It slows you down a bit. So, no, I don't want to share my location. Find my device. I'm going to put no. Only required. Skip past this. No. 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 Skip. I wish there was an option just to do a clean install directly off of ISO, because it does, in Windows now, does install a lot of gumph that you don't need, a lot of bulk, a lot of bloat. Windows now does install a lot of bloat. I wish there was an option to back up my files. I mean, it's up to you. I do have a OneDrive. I'm going to put don't back up my files for now. I could set that after if I wanted to. Do I want to import? No, I don't want to import. I mean, I wish Windows installed a lot cleaner, you know, with less of this backing up and, you know, bulk and bloat even. But, you know, it is what it is. So now I was just checking for updates. I'm in Windows now, so this is a clean install. I'm in Windows. I'm just going to press the ROG button. Obviously these are not going to work because these apps are not installed. I'm connected to Wi-Fi, so the next thing we're going to have to do is download the drivers. So I've plugged in this wire here, goes to my dongle, which is a Thunderbird 4 dongle, where I have a keyboard installed to that, which off camera, as you can see, I'm going to go to AUS, let's go to Google, so it's easier, google.co.uk, because I'm based in the UK, accept, so let's just put AUS, ROG, Ally, drivers, download center. Right, so now we're going to go to the AUS website, the download center, go down, right, this is the first time I'm doing this, so I'm doing it on the fly. So usually you go to, it wants me to find the product, so let's in here put ROG Ally, and this is the Z ROG Ally This is the Z1 Extreme. Just give me one option at the top. There you go. So there you go. So I'm on the website now. I'm going to download the drivers individually. So that's the first one is the LAN, then the chipset, the G sensor driver, then the next one is the audio, okay, which is a Realtek driver. It's downloading it via Windows. Let's get that. And then we're going to get the graphics driver. Just downloading there. The card reader. The Bluetooth. A hotfix. Let's get that as well. Fingerprint scanner, I'm not sure if I need that. See what else there is. Okay. So now I've installed them. I'm now going to install them one by one. I think I'm going to start with, scroll down, hide that. So they download, default location will be under Windows, downloads. There you go, all the files are there. I'm going to start with the AMD driver, one of the most important ones for this sort of console. Double tap it. Yes, install. Oops, I've tapped it twice. Next, next. I accept, install, next, install. There you go, it's extracting. Wanted to restart, I'm just going to restart it. And I'm going to move on to the next file. So I'm going to install all these files and I'll come back to you.
A few moments later.
I've been trying to look for Armoury Crate that works, so let's try this one. This is on the official website. Install Armoury Crate SE, that's the one that we need. So the original one I worked said it wasn't compatible, which is odd, but I've now found a different version, which I've just downloaded the smaller package, only 1.48 megabytes. I'll put a link in the description to this version that works here, so make it a bit easier for you. Armoury app requires your permission to complete the progress. Please approve the Windows user account control prompt with next step, I understand. So that's it, Armoury Crate SE. The original one I downloaded was Aura, so you need the SE version. And it seems to be installing now. Brilliant. So I'll put a link in the description. I've been doing this install on the fly, so if I was to redo this install, it would be a lot more coherent. I've sort of navigated through on the fly. But I'll put, you've learnt from my mistakes, so I'll put links in the description for the drivers and the correct Armoury Crate that works, which is the SE version. Now this is installing. Now installation complete, reopen Armoury Crate. Okay, you can read all of that if you wanted. Run Armoury Crate apps, a system startup, yes, you'd want to. Next, I'm just going to skip through this. Just telling me what I can do, what the app does, etc. Get started. Game profiles, refresh, pull down. There we go. Now if I close SE, it fires up. Bang, so it's working. Brilliant. So now I'm just going to check, is my on-screen keyboard working? My on-screen keyboard is not working, so I'm just going to look into that. I've been doing a bit of research on the on-screen keyboard. I believe there's a shortcut actually to get it working, so all you have to do is press the button on the back, this one here, and then press the D-pad, and then the on-screen keyboard should work. There you go, it does work. So let's see if it gives me now the option. Yes, it does. It fires at the on-screen keyboard. So now we have a fresh installed ROG Ally with Windows installed. I think I'm probably going to debloat. Thanks for watching. Bye.